Hi, David Campanile here, owner of Campanile Law, located in the great state of New Jersey. We do estate planning and probate. As always, if you want to talk estate planning, probate, go over some strategies. I know times are tough. Some people just want to chat. Reach out to me on njestateattorney.com. We will schedule a strategy session with you free of charge, and we'll see what we could do. So anyway, I was thinking, I get two questions a lot. The first one is, David, when can I get my money? Always a legitimate question. Second question, David, what taxes do I need to pay? Can't avoid them. Remember, death and taxes. Anyway, so in a previous video, we went over estate taxes. And just to reiterate really quickly, New Jersey eliminated the estate tax in 2018. So you don't have to worry about that in New Jersey. On the federal side, there is an exemption of $11.7 million per person, or $23.4 million per couple, which most Americans won't hit. So I wouldn't panic as much on that. In New Jersey, though, we have this thing called an inheritance tax. Yes, it is real. Who would have thought? More taxes. Anyway, so let's talk about this a little bit. So what happens with the inheritance tax? So when you inherit stuff, everything has a monetary value. Even personal affects have some sort of market value. And calculating it is usually what is the market price at that time. And just an example of what a personal affect would be, if you have any questions. My dad, before he passed away, was a huge collector of old German beer steins. And actually, this is one of them right here. He collected these. I have about, 4 containers worth of different beer steins. Anyway, as I sidetrack, that would have been deemed an inheritance, and it still is. But when we inherit property, we still have to pay a tax on it up to certain values. But taxes were never made easy, people. So there are different classes. There's class A, B, C, D, E. So let's make this easy. I'll break down the classes really quick. I'll let you know if you're exempt, what the tax rates are, see if this helps you. So class A and class E, exempt from the inheritance tax. Why? Well, let's go through it. Class A is mainly your spouse. If you're in a civil union and you were married after February 19th, 2007, exempt. Domestic partnership after July 10th, 2004, exempt. If you're a child, and this also includes legally adopted children, exempt. Grandchild, great-grandchildren, etc. Parents, grandparents, mutually acknowledged children, stepchildren, but not step-grandchildren. All exempt. So what does this mean? You don't get taxed. I would still file the paperwork for safety, but as of right now, you're exempt from the tax. Same with Class E. Now, why don't they just put the two classes together? Well, this is included but not a limited list of, you're looking at generally 501c3 charities, religious institutions, educational medical institutes, nonprofit scientific institutions, and the state of New Jersey or political subdivisions. That's not an exhaustive list, but they're also exempt. Now you're probably going, all right, David, if all those people and all these entities are exempt, who isn't exempt? Well, Class B was eliminated by an amendment done in July 1st, 1963. So Class B doesn't even exist anymore. So we have Class C and Class D left. So who does Class C involve? So these are going to be more of the decedent's brothers, sisters, or they're going to be the spouse or surviving spouse of a child of a decedent. So in easier words, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. Civil union partner or surviving civil union partner of a child of the decedent, and that civil union had to occur after February 19th, 2007. So now let's go through the rate. They never make this stuff easy, do they? Anyway, so The first $25,000 for each beneficiary, tax-free. After that, the next $1.075 million is taxed at a rate of 11%. After that, the next $300,000, so from 1.075 million, 0.01 to 300,000, is then that additional 300,000 is taxed at 13%. So you got taxed at the 11%, now you're taxed at 13%. If we're going to go even higher, the next 300,000 is going to be taxed at 14%. And then if we're over that, and this estate and your inheritance is so big, then the next inheritance, or if the entire inheritance is over 1.7 million, it's taxed at 16%. All right, that's Class C. Let's go to Class D really quick. They categorize this as like every other transferee distributee. So it's the first 700,000 is taxed at 15%, and if it's over 700,000, you're taxed at 16%. So let's wrap this all up with a really fine bow here. Classes A and E, exempt. Who are they? Spouse, civil union partner after February 19th, domestic partner after July 10th, 2004, a child, grandchildren. Remember, children include adopted children, parents, grandparents, mutually acknowledged children, stepchild. Class E, 501c3s, medical institutes, educational institutes, religious institutions, state of New Jersey, or a political subdivision. Class B was eliminated by amendment back in 1963. Class C, we're talking about the person who passes their brother or sister, a son-in-law, a daughter-in-law, or a civil union partner, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. And we have different tax rates for everything. So, there is an inheritance tax. For certain groups, it's getting smaller. As always, I'm David Campanile, owner of Campanile Law, located in the great state of New Jersey. We do estate planning and probate. If you found this video informational, if you know anybody who may be going through this, hit the like button, share it with them, tell them you were thinking about them, and just let them know, hey, this person may be able to help you out in your situation. I was thinking about you. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post videos almost every day, at least 5 days a week, actually. And if you're on Facebook, like our Facebook page. If you want to reach out to me, talk to me about a strategy and have a strategy session for about 45 minutes or so regarding estate planning or probate, reach out to me at njestateattorney.com. This is what I'm here for. Have a great day.